Singles concept number 5, GVP, or good volleying position. This comes from Steve Smith's studying of some of the greatest tennis professionals in the world. If you want more content from Steve Smith and the Great Base curriculum, you can follow Great Base Tennis on Facebook or find it at greatbasetennis.com. So, GVP, or good volleying position. You can see I've drawn a line here across the service boxes halfway up. So from the net to the service line is 21 feet. So halfway up is going to be about 10.5, 10 and a half feet. That's where you want to get to and make your split step when you're approaching. So depending on where you hit your approach shot, depends on where along the line you want to be standing. Obviously, you don't want to be hitting your approach shot where your opponent's passing you from out here, based on percentage line, which we talked about a minute ago. But across this line is where you are considered to be in good volleying position. Again, tracking the ball as you need to, depending on how wide your approach shot goes. From here, when you get to GVP, you're split stepping and you're thinking drive or lob, drive or lob. So you're reading your opponent's court positioning, their body weight, their racket face, and you're trying to analyze to anticipate whether they're going to lob you or try and pass you. If you read that they're going to try and pass you, you're going to want to close in and end up volleying from in front of GVP. Obviously, if you read that they're going to lob you, you need to recover back in order to hit an overhead and then ideally get back into GVP. Now, many players in today's game don't end up getting to GVP, which is why they don't have as much success at the net, because they can't cover the court from behind GVP. And this oftentimes stems from either stopping on approach shots, so hitting the ball, stopping, and then running forward as opposed to moving through the approach shot, or from hitting the approach shot too hard. If you hit the approach shot too hard, you're not going to give yourself enough time to get in. If you value GVP, good court positioning at the net, then you're going to have skills like being able to hit, for example, an underspin approach shot. Being able to take speed off the approach shot, allow yourself to get into the good court positioning and finish the point at the net. So take your approach shot, get into GVP, and you're thinking drive or lob, drive or lob. If it is a drive, you want to close forward. Again, if you can get to 3 feet from the net, you have over 130 degrees of potential angle to finish the point with. Obviously, the further back you are, you're at 30 degrees at the service line. The further back you are, the tougher it's going to be for you to finish the point. Now, there are cases where you're not going to be able to finish the point even from GVP, and that is what we'll talk about next with singles concept number 6, hold the line.